Thanks everyone for tuning in. You're listening to 89.3 FM Olympia. And we've got the Healthy Junkies from the UK in studio with us. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Hey, good to be here, Dylan.
Yeah, so I know you guys had quite a wild time at Lavoyer. Had some broken bones, some dislocated shoulders.
That is exactly what happened. A broken hand and a dislocated shoulder in the mosh pit. You can't ask for more than that, eh?
That's right. That's punk rock at its finest.
Olympia at its best.
Yeah. So I know you guys have been on a pretty wild tour. You are not from the States, so you traveled all the way overseas just to share your music with us Americans. Have there been any highlight spots here in the States for you guys?
Well, definitely Olympia, yeah.
Awesome, yeah. That's good to hear.
I think it's the most real and punk rock and yeah.
We started off in Los Angeles and did some gigs there, and that was great. It was sunny, but everyone's trying to make it, and it's who knows who know. Mm-hmm. And then we flew up to Seattle and went to Portland, and it's just different up here. It's more real. People are just playing music because they want to play music, not to necessarily make it, and it was kind of more down to earth and authentic, dare I say.
I like Seattle as well, but I think I prefer Olympia even more. I love LA though, don't
cheesy.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun in LA, but it was kind of good to have the contrast.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't live there, but I could live here in Olympia or Seattle, but I couldn't see myself living in LA.
She wants to move here.
The common comparison I make is I feel like a lot of times music elsewhere feels like a competition. Music here kind of feels more like a celebration.
True.
It's not just the music, like the bars in Seattle, everybody, we go one place, they'll say, oh, have you been down to Jupiter? Have you been to Shorty's? Have you been here? Have you been there? And they'll recommend other bars, and I mentioned that to them. They're kind of, we're all about sharing the wealth or whatever.
Right.
And we don't necessarily get that in London.
In London, it's very
every man for himself.
Yeah, it really is, It's nice, refreshing to see something like that still exist, Yeah.
I really value the community here in Olympia. I mean, I personally have only really been here for about a year and a half when I started school here last year. And I came from Seattle, so I kind of have that experience of knowing what it's like to kind of be in that more competitive environment. I mean, Seattle's got a pretty rich musical history as well, so, some big names have come out of there.
Which is why we're here.
Yep. Awesome. So for the listeners out there, essentially we had a snafu, and we were going to do full band set, and, you guys were going to rock out one last time for us here in Olympia. Unfortunately, we had some equipment issues, so we're going to do a pared-down acoustic set, which I know is not typical of the Healthy Junkies. I know you guys like to get loud. So, we're going to, I guess, challenge you to chill the vibe and hang out for a little bit. And, we'll let the listeners check you guys out online and, see that raw power for themselves.
Cool.
Okay, Dylan.
Totally.
Let's do a song, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play a song off our new album. It's called This Condition. The album's called Delirious Dream. And, we've never played this acoustically, but let's see what happens, eh? Okay. I was down to zero, couldn't get back up, couldn't fight the fear of, get back on track. Then something happened to me, invisible to the eye. I got infected in July. Into my blood, into my brain. In this condition, I'll never be the same. Into my life, into my soul. In this condition, that's how my heart was stole. You were all around me, everywhere I go. You were in the back streets of the after show. I am surrounded now, like an island in the sea. There is no place I'd rather be. Into into my blood, into my brain. In this condition, I'll never be the same. Into my life, into my soul. In this condition, that's how my heart was stole. I don't like endings, neither do you. If a life's worth spending, I'll spend it with you. If I'm sick, so's the world. Underneath, she's a simple girl. Don't give me diamonds, give me pearls. Into my blood, into my brain. In this condition, I'll never be the same. Into my life, into my soul. In this condition, that's how my heart was stole. Don't call the doctors, 'cause there is no cure. There is no antidote, 'cause what I have is pure. Don't call the doctor, 'cause there is no cure. There is no antidote, 'cause what I have is pure. 'Cause what I have is pure. 'Cause what I have is pure. Pure, pure. First time acoustically. There you go.
That was awesome. Mikey and I in here were talking about how this sounds really cool and how we gather your fans are probably going to really dig seeing this side of you.
Well, the throats are a bit suffering after the 2.5-week tour and the 2 shows last night, and frankly the debauchery and too much Olympia beer. But hey.
we do make some good beer.
Yes. And
Not just good beer.
not just beer, I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, the legalization of the natural herb, should I mention
True.
it?
This is
How
true.
wonderful is
We are
that?
not used to that, you know, in England.
We have to sneak around in dark corners.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell everyone it takes away the one negative part about it, which is, like the paranoia aspect. It's like that's totally gone now. because
You don't have to worry
you
about
can do
being
it.
followed anymore.
Could you do the sound of my guitar?
Okay, yeah, we have a suggestion here of a song, another one from our new album.
Awesome.
It's called The Sound of My Guitar. And also there's a video up on YouTube for this, if you find the official video, not the many live videos.
Right.
Yeah, we did that just before we came out using tin foil and toilet paper
That's all you need.
as a prop, and also the local park called Hampstead Heath, which if anyone's been to London, they'll know. If they haven't, they should check it out. So, yeah, The Sound of My Guitar. Okay, we're going to unite our throat conditions to do this.
I was standing in the rain again. I was cold and I was blue. I had everything to gain in life, but I ended up with you. I was crazy and I lost my way, all my money and my friends. And the only thing that matters now is the sound of my guitar. Here we go in the end, like a bird,
Like a plane,
here we go
in the end,
like a bird,
like a plane.
there's
The clock upon the wall that tells me time is ticking by. But there's fire in my veins and I won't give up till I die. And when all is said and done, I am alive and I am free to do the things I want to do in my land of make-believe.
Here we go in the end, like a bird,
Like a plane, here we go in the end,
like a bird.
like a plane.
Out in the street, out of my mind, I found my feet now. I like it here, I like it there, I do not care now.
in the end. Like a bird, like a plane. Here we go in the end. Like a bird, like a plane.
Out in the street, out of my mind, I found my feet now. I like it there, I like it there, I do not care now. Out in the street, out of my mind, I found my feet. I like it there, I like it there, I do not care now. I was crazy and I lost my way, all my money and my friends.
And the only thing that matters now is the sound of my guitar.
That sounded cool. So yeah, that was also off the new album that you guys were talking about. When did you guys release that?
Just before we left for America, we released it. It's on Cargo Records, Spotify, and all those kind of outlets,
Totally.
iTunes, whatever anyone wants to listen.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a band website as well?
Yeah, it is www.healthyjunkies.co.uk. You can buy the album there if you wanted to buy a CD. I don't know if do people still buy CDs here. Some girl said she's going to copy it up on cassettes and distribute it.
Oh, yes.
And she's the one with the broken, dislocated collarbone.
Nice.
We said, you go ahead, sell those bootlegs. You've earned it.
So what were some of the inspirations around the album, or are there any like songs that have some like deeper meaning behind them, or stories that touch a little closer to home?
I love the way you look at me, like.
Go on, tell all. Well, actually,
Well, I mean, my favorite band is Nirvana, so.
well, this is not a suicide.
This
I mean,
is not a
how about
suicide.
that?
Well, I mean, it's not really about Kurt. It's more about.
It started with that, though. It was inspired by the idea of the conspiracy of it not being a suicide, but then
yeah, but in the end,
it went on to something
turned
else,
it into
yeah.
something else, which is about people are addicted, into intoxicated themselves and drinking, and we always think, oh, it's a suicide, but it's not. It's just because they wanna.
Maybe they're just having fun. Maybe
Yeah,
they're just
that's it. Maybe
Epicurean.
they're having too
yeah.
much fun, basically, and then that's what the song is about. It's not about, what
It
they
was just
think
it's
about.
songs often start with one thing and then end up in
Yeah.
another. Just with our songs anyway.
But it's great to be here, though, because I heard Nirvana played there back in the early days and stuff.
Oh yeah, Nirvana played right where you guys are sitting.
Really?
20,
Are you
30 years
kidding?
ago. Yeah.
Oh
I found
my
the
God.
recording back in the office.
We've
Yeah.
got to hear that.
For sure.
That's why we're here, because we knew about Nirvana playing here.
Well, it's
and
the return to
hunted
history.
you down.
Yeah, and also your influence, more kind of David Bowie and glam, isn't it?
Yeah, Bowie, Bauhaus,
Yeah.
punk rock, new wave kind of thing.
So it's nice to mix the grunge and goth.
And then Dave over there, he's brought something else to the table. Hey, Dave, tell him about your bands that you've introduced us to that are cool.
I'm into mostly the garage rock scene because, like, the sound of the reverbs and delayed guitars is just the best thing ever to me.
Dave's brought so much good music into the either the van if we're driving. It happens to be a Jeep over here, but
Yeah.
whatever we're travelling in, the music goes on. It keeps us going.
Got about 2 weeks worth of it.
Bass Drum of Death is one of the
Bass Drum of
favourites,
Death, I like that.
and the OCs. We're loving that. And Pumpy's an original punk rocker. He used to play in the UK subs.
Comes a beer to the table and a spliff.
Looks like he could be into Slipknot.
He looks like he's from Slipknot at the moment. You can't see it, radio listeners, but you will see. We've taken him. We've stolen Slipknot's drummer.
Yeah.
Has anyone done a Slipknot tribute band? Have you heard? Has anyone done that?
That would be difficult, wouldn't it? Can you imagine?
God, imagine playing that stuff.
Oh man.
Crazy.
Talk about throat aches. Oh my god. I'd lose my
Actually,
voice after one song.
I saw them, I saw Machine Head and there was about Slayer, okay, and Slipknot came after the two band. I just couldn't listen to it. It was just noise to me, and maybe because it was so big, it was like a arena kind of thing. So you couldn't make up what was going on. It was just like a wall of sound, basically. When he didn't do that with Slayer and the other bands.
Did you see Slayer before their... Is it guitarist was shot, wasn't he?
No, it was
That's
Pantera.
Pantera.
Oh, God, okay.
I saw them in 2003 or something. or
Okay,
four,
back
I
in the
think.
day, almost.
When I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how long have you guys been playing together? Is this kind of a bigger project?
Well, this lineup, really, a year and a half. Yeah. Dave, Nina, and myself, probably, is it 3 years
3
yet, Dave?
years,
2.5 years.
2.5. So, and Nina and I, before that, we were working with different band members, but now we've got this lineup, and this is the best lineup.
So, yeah, what are your guys' plans for the future? I mean, it sounds like you kind of just put out this album, and you just toured this album. So you guys gonna maybe like hang out for a lot and just chill out?
No,
or are you gonna
no.
just keep the wheels?
We're
keep
back
them
to
turning?
London, and
I wish we could just stay
we're
here.
back and busy in London. We run a monthly night in London. We've been doing it 6.5 years, and a place called the Unicorn, Camden. It's called Punk and Roll Rendezvous. If anyone wants to look it up, and we put bands from out of town along with we always play host the night and other London bands, and it's become a scene.
This is
thing.
where it's happening. If you're in underground band and
In London.
you're looking for a place to play in London, just go there because it's free entry, but we get money from the bar and there's a budget for the bands and it's always packed and it's always a good one to do. Guaranteed to be a good one.
Totally.
So
We're looking
it's-
for bands over here. It's one of the
Yeah.
reasons we're here is to meet other really
As
cool
well,
bands. I mean,
yeah.
we played with some great bands last night. Played with a band called Worthless,
Worthless.
Dead Obvious, and
Yeah.
I Dream of Witches last night. All really cool bands.
Totally. Yeah, there's a really cool local scene around here.
There
and
is. Yeah.
Kind of what we were talking about before, you know, a lot of people just supporting each other, being like, oh yeah, if you like our sound, go check out this other band, you know, they're doing cool stuff. And, you know, that's what I really love about the music scene here is, you know, again, it's not competition. It's all about people
Yeah.
trying to just progress and expand the field and, you know, have fun, play music
This is
together. You know?
Great. Yeah. This is the way it should be, really.
So we're talking to some bands over here. There's quite a bit of interest for bands to come and visit us, and we're saying, come and play at our monthly night. You'll have a crowd there.
Right,
We'll
totally.
put you up. We look after you like you've looked after us, because everybody has really looked after us
Having
over here.
issues as well.
Everybody's given all the door money to us, for example, at gigs. You know, like when we were in Portland, they did that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Having issues, Neelan has been really helpful. Buying merch, that kind of thing. So we've been really well looked after.
That's awesome. That's good to hear too. You know, it's good to hear that you're getting treated well all over, not just Olympia.
Yeah.
Do you want to play anymore?
Boots. Right, a little version of Boots.
I can try.
Yeah. Okay, we've been playing a cover version. It's on the album as well, new album. These boots are made for walking. Nancy Sinatra's song, and it's been going down a treat live. So we'll attempt to do that acoustically as well.
Cool.
There we go.
You keep saying you've got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been messing where you shouldn't be messing, and now someone else is getting all your best.
These
Boots are meant for walking,
and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots.
are gonna walk all over you. You keep saying when you ought to be choosing. You keep thinking that you never get burnt. Well, just find me a brand new box of matches, yeah. But what he knows, you ain't had time to love.
These
Boots are meant for walking, and that's just what they'll do.
One of these days, these boots.
Boots are gonna walk all over you. time to learn. These boots are meant for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. These boots are meant for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
That was super cool.
Yes, stripped down version.
Yeah. We've
Yeah.
managed to muster up 3 songs as to a fashion, Nina.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Plus, I don't know. I feel like it's very radio of us to bring in a punk band and then be like, oh yeah, you guys are gonna have to play acoustic. I feel very radio about all of this.
There's no drums to hide behind. And
Yeah,
none of
No
that.
big feedback, squealing sonic sounds.
I wish.
Was always a bit of a drum.
We
kit
had
and-
like a bass and we had a little pared down drums. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter.
I like the
We're
challenge.
adaptable. Are we not
Yeah.
adaptable?
Yes, we are.
Well, just to say, like, check us out if you're listening. Check us out on our website on Facebook /Healthy Junkies Band. Like us if you like us, and send us a message. Say hi. We communicate with people. We answer messages, and I know
And we're hoping to come back to the US.
we
and
totally want to come back, don't
play
we?
here again. So, like, yeah, check out our gig schedule because you never know we might be.
Yeah, and when we get back, we're going to
Right.
be working on coming back here as soon as we can. And now that we know that it can be done, because there was a big question of how, the logistics and all the rest of it.
Yep. Now you guys know. All you got to do is just send us an email. We'll get you in here.
We
Rock
appreciate you
out.
having us.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's really great. And, you know.
to be sitting where Nirvana sat as well, Nina. Hey,
It's true. You're part of history now.
Amazing, yeah.
Again, thank you guys so much for traveling all this way and sharing your music with everyone in the United States. It's been an honor working with you guys, and yeah, thanks again.
and thanks for the
you.
guitar, Dylan. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Saving the day, man.
Thanks for having us,
My pleasure.